Win free airtime with One Africa TV. Share your comments on the channel. WhatsApp your feedback, name and town to 081 200 6659. One Africa TV. It just gets better.
Today on One, always there. Today on One, your daily dose of local affairs and social media commentary. Today on One, LPM appeals for aid for evicted Achterland family. Shihwameni warns opposition against possible election rigging. Walvis Bay residents worried about economy as businesses close down, and aid awarded NASFAF and NSC study loans.
The Landless People's Movement is appealing for assistance with building material and basic necessities for the family of 7 who were recently evicted from their Ochumwisa home and are now on the streets as their shelter has been completely destroyed. The Landless People's Movement has called the actions of the Windhoek municipality as inhumane. The party is now appealing for assistance for the family who are now on the streets as their shelter has completely been destroyed. Members of the public who would like to assist the evicted family may contact them on the numbers below.
For them to provide us of a provision that in the events of people being evicted, what is there? Is there some kind of provision for the people that are evicted to be accommodated? Then the deputy mayor just simply said there's no provision. Whoever evicted must remain on the street, or they must see how they come around. We also asked the deputy mayor for the resolution, because the whole time we thought if the land was informal land, or informal settlement rather, but now all of a sudden they are property owners, private property owners. So we asked so that they can provide us with the resolution as to when such a resolution was taken, who the owner of the land is, and they couldn't provide us. One thing that the deputy mayor also said in the meeting is that they also experience problems of employees of the city selling land illegally. That the councillors, do your job. Show us the resolutions as to who the owners of this land is. Show us proof as to when and where these deals were signed. Show us what channels were used and who the property owners is. And in the same vein, also show us and give us alternative direction as to where these people should go. It is easy for a court order to say, evict the people, they must go. But the real issue and the reality on the ground is, after evicting a family of minor children like this, the question is, where do they go?
A devastated Menesia Shombumbi, who had settled on the plot with her partner, expressed concern for her 7 little ones who now don't have a roof over their heads.
Haben ke nisi skoro ma elfsan anga haben ke elfsa mait ma khoniera mina elfsan de ke ama ngakwen ke tweede sen en elf ne elfsa ke ama hi odida mabara I de grati mabatra I ne twanka hi ada ke ne ta mao dira ko ne ba khu wa tshiti kanska itira go trio oda ke bial ba chiko mi ati em sto ko khoaji so mabatra I ne wala ka twanka.
Community leader of Ochumwisa Achterland further expressed his disappointment with how the Windhoek municipality handled the matter, calling on the head of state to intervene.
What these people they are doing, they are employees of the city of Windhoek. They are hampering the people to just go out on the urban where they know there is no other urban that they can shift the communities. This matter, it must be checked, because the CEO, the one who was eyes of us, is the one who resigned now. We don't know from now where we can go. The one who's stopping the corruption, the people they don't want. The truth, the people they don't want the truth. So we are really paining the President of the Republic of Namibia. He must check on this matter when we are sitting right now about these people. Tell me the small child where they can eat to move where.
Providing clarity on the matter, the City of Windhoek spokesperson revealed that the plot in question had indeed already been sold and the evictees settled there after the transaction.
Kairua has been registered ever since 2000 October on the shortlist of the City of Windhoek. During July 2001, on the 13th, he bought the F in question, which is F3359 in Ochomuise. When they went to that F to put up those beacons, that is in 2011. When he bought this F, there was nobody occupying that F. So meaning he was paying off the F ever since 2011. Meaning Mr. Hengari occupied that F after it was bought by Mr. Kairua. Meaning Mr. Hengari went to illegally occupy that F after 2011. So, in short, that earth has been bought by Mr. Kairua in 2011, and we have proof of the deed. We have proof that Mr. Hengari only applied for that earth in 2019. The city won't sell an earth to you knowing that Mr. Akonyi is illegally occupying that earth. We'll never sell you another one in order for us to sort out that issue. The city of Windhoek would have removed Mr. Hengari knowing that that earth is bought or is about to be bought by Mr. Kairua. Most of those earth has been sold, yes. So that's why I'm saying people should refrain from illegally occupying land. It's best to come through the proper procedures, come to the city, apply for an earth or buy an earth legally when it's auctioned or when you're a first-time buyer. Most people, as we speak now, a lot of people are still there trying to grab land. That's why we have people surveying the areas to see that who is those people trying to occupy land illegally, and they will be removed.
Win free airtime with hashtag #LearnOn1. Share your comments on the lessons. SMS your feedback, name and town to 555. Hashtag #LearnOn1. Invite learning in.
As the Electoral Commission of Namibia returns to the old paper ballot voting system, the president of the All People's Party, Ignatius Shikhuameni, has cautioned opposition parties to be vigilant of possible election fraud in the upcoming regional council and local authorities elections on the 25th of November 2020. According to the New Humanitarian, in the November 2004 elections, it was alleged that a pile of 22 ballots, some of them half-burnt, were found in Okahanja, north of the capital Windhoek. The votes had all been cast in favor of opposition parties and had an official stamp on the back page from the Electoral Commission of Namibia. Today on One spoke to the president of the APP, Ignatius Shikhuameni, to solicit his views on the return of the old paper ballot voting system.
In a democracy, there must always be an election. Our serious objection has been, thus far, the issue of the use of EVMs without a paper trail. As long as there is a paper trail, we can return back to the EVMs.
But for now, we are comfortable that people would be able themselves to see that I indeed did cast my vote for this particular political party. So we must just be vigilant. We must have trust in the system. Though some of the officials are literally corrupt that runs the elections and all this kind of thing, because they would like and prefer to favor the governing party and all this kind of thing. But we are in there for the elections. So we can only urge our members to be ever vigilant, to maintain their guard, and to ensure that their votes are properly counted.
Since the first regional council and local authority elections were held in 1992, local governments have become prone to corruption, with allegations made against councillors implicating them in cases involving dubious land sales, mismanagement, failure to comply with ministerial directives, and misappropriation of public funds aimed at complementing the central government's efforts at bringing development closer to the regions.
If you look at this, the town councils and the village councils and the settlements, they've all been run in the ground. They are actually virtually insolvent as town councils and village councils. The towns are dead. There is really literally little going on in the towns. All that you hear from the towns is corruption, 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 corruption. And all that you hear from the Auditor General's reports after the audited reports for the village councils, the town councils, is that there is a lot of mismanagement, maladministration going on. So people of Namibia, wherever you find yourself, wake up, smell the coffee. Let's change things if we want a better Namibia. And a better Namibia starts at local authority level, at the town councils, at the village councils, at the settlements, and at the municipalities. That's where life really matters, because that's where bread and butter issues are decided eventually.
This year alone, in Okahanja, the media reported that 7 municipality councillors were suspended by the Minister of Urban and Rural Development due to allegations of mismanagement. In Windhoek, Al Jazeera exposed that a City of Windhoek councillor made allegations that she was offered a bribe to ensure that Chinese tech giant Huawei would win an exclusive contract to build the 5G telecommunication network in Windhoek. In the Irongo region, Walfish Bay Urban Constituency councillor accused the Walfish Bay municipality of allegedly not accounting for 24 million Namibia dollars meant for the massive urban land servicing project.
OK's Birthday Dash is back, and it's bigger than ever before. The Super Birthday Dash is now on, and you could win a trolley dash for yourself and a charity in your community every week. It's super easy to enter. Simply buy any participating product and swipe your OK Count-On card at the till. We've also got super birthday savings you don't want to miss. So get in store now to save big and win. Only at OK, owners you can count on.
The town center of Walvis Bay that used to be a hype of shopping activity has turned into a ghost town. Residents are shocked every time that they show up at this store only to see a notice of closure on the shop doors. While some shops already closed a few months before the lockdown for other reasons, others followed because of the economic impact of COVID-19 at the town, as it was on lockdown for about 6 months.
Very quiet at the moment. Pick and Pay is closed. As you can see, CNA is also closed. We usually pop out to come and shop things at Pick and Pay, especially our lunch, or if we, after work we can buy something. Now there's nowhere we can run and buy something unless we go to the mall.
This is actually bad, as we usually come here for like in our free time here. We can get our snacks to come by here and just go back to campus. And with the shows that are closing, it's going to be a bit difficult because we'll have to go elsewhere, which is far from campus, and our time are running out, our free time is running out. As for Jet, we have quite a lot of siblings that were working here, and now with the closing down of everything with COVID included, they are now unemployed.
Pick and Pay cards. As you're telling me that it's closed. And there used to be a shop behind you right now, it's closed. And I think it's because of this lockdown.
Parking is particularly easy accessible to those that are visiting the few businesses that are still open. However, this has affected others like car guards and vendors that used to benefit from customers visiting shops in the area. Meanwhile, the president of Namibia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Walvis Bay branch, Johnny Dosep, said that there is a need for serious strategic engagement on the revival of the town's economy. He said governments of other countries have been subsidizing businesses and that such strategies could have saved the situation. He said government and private sector must now engage in discussions to see how businesses can be stimulated. The hospitality and tourism sectors at the town are especially severely affected and might only recover in a few years' time.
Win free airtime with One Africa TV. Share your comments on the channel. WhatsApp your feedback, name and town to 081 200 6659. One Africa TV, it just gets better.
The Namibia Sport Commission and the Namibia Student for National Assistance Fund entered into a memorandum of understanding that aims to assist students who wish to further their studies in sports. Acting CEO of NSFAF Kennedy Kandume stressed that loan applicants must meet the NSFAF requirements to qualify for the study loan, and today announced that 8 applicants have been awarded with the study loan but admitted that they were expecting more applications.
Indeed, we have received application for Namibian who want to pursue study in a sport-related field. We have obtained or received 9 applications. We were hoping to receive more under this agreement, but we only received 9. 8 of those applicants met the funding requirement, and 6 have since signed their contract, meaning that the awarding process is finalized. The successful applicants are pursuing studies in the areas of field of biomedical science and sport management mostly. In terms of this agreement, or the MOU, Namibian Sport Commission will make a provision for psychosocial support to ensure the completion of study and eventually for the beneficiary of this program to probate to Namibia and to sport fraternity in general. We are hoping to attract more application in the next application cycle. Perhaps the numbers are less because it was the first time that we have launched this program. As we go, I believe it will become popular.
Speaking at the handover, Chief Administrator at the Namibia Sports Commission, Simata Muya, stated that interventions such as this mitigates the Namibia National Sport Plan and the Namibia Sport Commission's objectives, which will help improve sports management, capacitate administrators, and enhance operational excellence.
Part and parcel of our strategic plan at the Namibia Sports Commission, part and parcel of the vision of our ministry, that we need to train our youngsters, especially those who are excelling in sport. We provide them opportunities that they can become sport leaders for the future of this beautiful country. Yes, indeed, there was a question that was raised that we have got only a limited number of applicants, yes, we are going to do advocacy come this year, that quite a large number of them will apply, not might apply, but quite a large number of them will apply, that we can be able to reach a target that we set for ourselves. Because the sport industry have to grow. If we look in other parts of this world, we look about East Africa, North Africa, how they value sport in that part of that world. There's a need that we can now set a very good pace in this country, or the southern part of Africa, that most of our youth can also be able to join this industry. That they'll be able to know that through the sport industry we can be able to create more employment opportunities for our young people, more employment opportunities for our youth, and even for those people who would like to stay within the fraternity of sport.
The study loans will facilitate NSC athletes and officials with 12 study loans per intake over the next 3 years.
The top, that's where we all aiming. To be the top guitar, top company, to be at all the top grooves, to feel those top sensations. We all want to be at the top of our game, no? Earning the top dollar, men say, yeah, the top. With top score, because for us, there's no braai unless it's a top braai. With some top chicken drumsticks on the grill. And there's no pub unless it's top score, cooked at top speed. With the top taste, the top aroma, the top texture, you know what I mean. The top, that's where we all aiming. And that's where Top Score takes us. Top Score, a proud product of Namib Mills.
In other leading stories, Capricorn Group Limited recently released its annual financial results for the period ending 30th of June 2020. According to the group's CEO, Tinus Prinsloo, the group started the 2020 financial year with confidence and delivered positive half-year results despite continuing difficult economic conditions in Namibia and Zambia. Capricorn Group's operating profits were significantly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic during the last quarter of the financial year, with full-year profit after tax contracting by 15.6%. He noted that the group's profit after tax from continuing operations, excluding the Zambian banking operation, amounts to just over 1 billion Namibia dollars, which is 2.2% lower than the previous year. Prinsloo further noted that overall, the group's response to a challenging year showed resilience and sustainability in its operations and people, adding that its flagship brand, Bank Windhoek, delivered strong results. Profitability was under pressure in the last 3 months of the financial year, but the significant reduction in Namibia's repo rate by 225 basis points impacted the bank's profits directly, declining by 9.8% compared to last year. And the Embassy of Finland has granted funding to 4 Namibian non-profit organizations to support their work in creating sustainable growth in Namibia, namely Dololo Innovation Hub, Hans Zeidel Foundation Namibia, Institute for Public Policy Research and Namibia Media Trust through its Fund of Local Cooperation FLC. The Embassy of Finland uses the FLC funding instrument to support local civil society projects and to promote values in accordance with the Finnish development policy, as well as the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and Agenda 2030. The 4 projects were selected based on their contribution to FLC's priority areas, such as creating a fair, equal and inclusive society, promoting innovation, advancing youth employment and livelihood opportunities, and or strengthening climate resilience and sustainability.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages. A family of 7 in Ochomwise, Achterland were left homeless after they found out that the plot that they had been living on for the past 10 years had allegedly been sold to a new owner who was in the process of evicting them. Yalo said Namibians are being treated like foreigners in their own country. Richard said this is self-enrichment by the city of Windhoek. Emmanuel said the problem lies with people that see a vacant plot and decide to occupy it. Brendan asked where the people are supposed to get the land from if they will be denied if they tried acquiring land in an honest and fair manner. Emmanuel said the last time the city gave cheap plots was when Trapper was mayor. Nkala said since the land was sold while the people were living there, it would have been fair to relocate them somewhere else legally. Lanka said the ACC should intervene. Joanna said this is painful. And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on Today and One.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm also Sam.
Meet my little Sam. Only the best for my Sam.
No two people are the same, so why should their cover be? New personal cover from Old Mutual lets you build the cover that's right for you and your budget. The time is now to get personal cover that's just for you. SMS cover to 66522 today.
Win free airtime with #LearnOn1. Share your comments on the lessons. SMS your feedback, name and town to 555. #LearnOn1. Invite learning in.
A look at the weather forecast. The Namibia interior partly cloudy and very hot in the north and south. Elsewhere partly cloudy and hot. The coast partly cloudy and cool to warm with mist at first, and the wind moderate northwesterly to westerly. Now we look at minimum and maximum temperatures across the country and beyond.
Namibia, my name is Adora and welcome to a brand new edition of the cool new show called The Eintlakavan. On this show we get to know who our artists really are behind the scenes and what inspires them, what keeps them going, what makes them tick. What are some of your favorite sounds?
Trap music, hip-hop.
Yeah. Okay.
Hip-hop, Afro dancehall.
We came from a background whereby we were raised by our grannies. So it's not the shameful thing for me to do because
We used to sell and said Lemune Haferkoka. We would work from Fambolokasi to Okuriangala.
Wala Namibia, this is your boy Tulisan. Don't forget to watch the Angelic and Vibe TV show on One Africa Television.
Eva pura era